Hi, my name is Ranjan Majumder. Few days before I gave an assignment to all of you. Today I am going to solve the assignment. At first I am erasing the code and saving the page. I am opening style.css. Here I am selecting the entire code and erase the code and saving it. So I am going to solve the last assignment. Here I am using a div. Within div I am writing front end developer. I am copying it and pasting here twice. Here I am using ID A, ID B and ID C. I am saving it and here I am using hash. We all know hash is used to identify an ID with 400 px. Sorry, I am using with 300 px. Height I am using 200 px. Font size I am using 36 px. Shadow, text shadow I am using 5 px. Blur 5 px. Horizontal, this is used for horizontal, this is used for vertical, and this one is for blur. I am using red here. A developer can use multiple color here. I am copying this and pasting here. Again I am pasting the same code. Okay, in all cases this is the basic code. Here you can see in A, B, C, these are the basic codes. I am saving it and go to the web page. Sorry, this is the page. Okay, you can see the output. Here I did a mistake. Here I am using background color as 1 2 3 4 5 6. I am copying this code, pasting here. I am saving it and refresh the web page. You can see, okay, I am using margin here by which you can understand the effect of the output. Here I am using 10 px. I am copying it, Ctrl V. I am saving it and refresh the web page. Okay, now you can see the effect of the output. In all cases front-end developer is at the top of the container. Now in second case, actually second figure, I have to move the text at the middle of the container, and in last case I have to move the text at the bottom of the container. How can I? So at present we all know to place a text at the center of a container we have to use display. This is the simplest way by which a developer can place a text at the center of a container. Display flex. Look at the code minutely. Display flex, justify content center and align items center. A developer should keep it in your memory that justify content is used to place a text horizontally center of a container. Align attributes is basically used to set a text at vertically of a container. Now I am saving it and refresh the web page. You can see the effect. Front-end developer is at the center of a container, horizontal and vertical center of a container. Now if I increase the width in all cases, then a user can understand the effect very well. I am saving it and here I erase it. I refresh the web page. Now you can see the front-end developer in second case at the horizontal and vertically center of a container. Now you can see the in first case front-end developer is left aligned. Now I have to place it at center of a container, only horizontal center of a container. In that case a developer should use align. Here I am using text align center. So text align is basically used to set a text horizontally center of a container. Okay, now I have to set the text at the bottom of a container and horizontally center. So in case horizontally center, a developer should use text align center, and here I am using display flex, and so here my goal is to set the text at the bottom of the container. So in that case I am using flex flow and I am using column reverse. So column is basically used for vertical and row is basically used for horizontal. So I have used column reverse value for flex flow property. I am saving it and refresh the web page. You can see the output. You can see the output here. So here I do one thing. I am using here margin bottom 10 px for third case and margin top 10 px for first case. I am saving it and refresh the web page. You can see the effect here. Here you can see front-end developer is slightly down in first case, that's mean first diagram, and front-end developer is slightly up in third case diagram, that's mean last diagram. So this is the output. You can see the output. Here I have used shadow effects, that's mean text shadow, and this is front-end developer, and here I have used also horizontal, vertical and blur property for text shadow. So you can see this is the output, and that was the assignment of the day. Today I am showing new property for div. That property is float. So here I am selecting the entire code. I am erasing the code, and here I am erasing the entire code. Entire code means only the code of body. Here I am using div. This is outer div. I am using div here. Within div I am writing my name, and I am also writing one of my best friend. He is Rajesh Pal. Okay, you can see this is outer div. Here I do one thing. In case of inner div, I am taking two ID, ID A and ID B. This is outer div, these two are inner divs, and the ID of the first div is A and ID of the second div is B. Here I am trying to show the effect of float. Float is basically used to set a container at left or right. Here I am using float left for A because I have used ID A, that is the reason I have written has A. We all know the concept very well. Here I am using float right. So just look at the effect, then you will understand. If I save it and refresh it, you can see Ranjan Majumder is at the left of the web page and Rajesh Pal is at the right of the web page. So float is basically used to set the container left or right. Here if I use left in place of right, then both will come together and the alignment of both this container will be left. You can see at first Ranjan Majumder, because Ranjan Majumder is the first div, that is the reason it is Ranjan Majumder is showing at first, after that Rajesh Pal is showing, because in that case you can see the float of both the container are left, float left. If I use right, then what will be the output? You can see the first div is A, Ranjan Majumder. So Ranjan Majumder will go at extreme right position, Rajesh Pal will come after that. Then what is the meaning of this? You can see the first div is Ranjan Majumder, then Ranjan Majumder will go at extreme right. If a developer use float right for both the cases, then look at the HTML. The first div is Ranjan Majumder, the first container is A. That means A will go at extreme right position. After that Rajesh Pal will show. That means container B will show. Here I am saving it and refresh the web page, you will get the output. Okay. So I think you have understood the function of float. Now the next concept is very interesting concept and it is used in many cases to design an HTML page. Okay, at first I am erasing the code, I am saving it in style.css. I am erasing the code and saving it. Here just look at the code minutely. Here I am using div, I am taking ID outer, that's been outer. Okay, no problem. Has our width 200 px and height 200 px. Background color has 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, I am saving it and refresh the web page. Okay, it is not showing anything. Where is the problem? Here I have used ID hour. So style.css, okay, I have not saved the page. That is the main problem. I have saved the page and refresh the web page. You can see the output. This is a div. That means this is a box with 1 2 3 4 5 6 hex code color. Now, so by using div, a developer can create a diagram or create a save. Here I am using another div and I am denoting this div outside of the our div. Here I am saving it, and in style.css I am writing the code for inner. By using inner div, I am going to create a circle. So how can I create a circle? At first I am using width 100 px, height 100 px, and border radius 100 px. I am saving it. Okay, here I am setting the color, background color green. Okay, I am saving it and refresh it. I think I did a mistake here. Okay, I have written border. I should write here border radius. Here I am saving it and refresh it. Okay, you can see there are two div. First div is showing representing the rectangle shape, and second div is representing the circle shape. Now I want to move this circle at the center of the rectangle. How can I set? Here in case of inner, I am using transform property. Here I am using translate value. Within translate, at first look at the diagram. You can see the circle is at the extreme left position. To move the circle at horizontally center, then we have to write 50%. This 50% is used for x-axis. There is another value we should write here, that is for y-axis. Here I am using 50%, but it will not work. It will not work. Okay, at first I am showing the output, then I will discuss about the y-axis. Okay, you can see the circle is horizontally centered, but this circle should be placed at the center of the div. There is a calculation. What is the calculation? At first look at the width of the width of this rectangle diagram is 200 px. That means this is a rectangle diagram, the width is 200 px. The half of this rectangle width is 100 px. Okay, now look at the width of this inner div. The width of the inner div is 100 px, then the half of the div is 50. So the summation of 100 and 50 is 150. Here a developer should write minus 150. If I save it and refresh it, you can see the output. So the circle, that means the inner div is at the center of the outer div. Here a developer should keep it in your memory that here you can see that both the div are separate. So this rule will be applicable if both the div are separate. I think you have understood. Now I am changing the height of the outer div. I am setting it to 300, and I am keeping the height of the inner div as usual. Now I am saving it and refresh the web page. You can see there is a mistake. There is a mistake. I should place the circle at the middle of the div. How can I? Here the height of the outer div is 300 px, then the half of the height of the outer div is 150 px. Here the height is 100 px, then half of the height of the circle is 50 150. So 150 plus 50, that is summation of 150 and 50 will give 200. Here a developer should write 200. This is the simple funda. I am saving it and refresh the web page. Now you can see the output. So this circle does mean the outer div is at the center of the inner div is at the center of the outer div. Now this is the process by which a developer can place the inner div at the center of the outer div, but a developer must keep in memory that both the div should be separate. Here I am copying this div, I am cutting it from here and I am pasting here. So I am placing the inner div within outer div. In that case, if I save it and refresh it, you can see the circle is not visible now. So I should rectify the code of inner. Here I am commenting the transform. I am saving it and refresh it. You can see the circle. If a developer place inner div within outer div, then circle will show at 0, 0. In that case, a developer should use transform translate minus 50 px 50%. 50% will move the circle horizontally center. Here the inner div is within outer div. In that case, I will not sum these two value. I will subtract inner value from outer value. Here half of the height is 150 px and half of this height is 50. So here we will execute subtraction. Now this is 150 and 50. After subtraction we will get 100%. I am saving it and refresh it. Okay, I did a mistake here. Here I should write 100% because if I go there, this is positive value of x. If I go vertically, this is positive value y, and if I go reverse, this is negative value. So here a developer should write positive value for transform translate. I am saving it and refresh the web page. You can see the circle is in the middle of a container. So to place a circle at the center of a container, we can use two ways. First, a developer can place the inner container within outer container. In that case, subtraction will occur, and a developer can place inner container outside of outer container. In that case, summation will occur. Here I am again placing this inner container outside of the outer container, and I am saving it. It will show an error. Error means you can see there is a mistake. So how can I solve the mistake? In that case, the circle will go reverse. That means circle should go top. That is the reason we should use negative value. Here you can see half of the height is 150 and half of the is 50, and this inner div is outside of the outer div. In that case, summation will occur. Then total value will be 200 minus 200%. I am saving it and refresh the web page. You can see the div is at the center. Now I am showing you another important and interesting thing. Here I am copying it and pasting here. Okay, and I am using class in the place of id. Class in the place of id. Okay, I am saving it, and style.css I am using .hour and .inner. If I save it and refresh it, you can see there is a gap. This gap is used for this circle. Actually, I have taken this circle from here to at the center of the outer container. That is the reason it is showing gap. So you must remember, you must keep it in your memory. If you do the same process again and again, you will get such type of gap. At the time of development of web pages, you will get such error or such problems. So how can you eradicate the problem? There is a very simple way to eradicate the problem. Write down margin bottom and you can see the height of this inner value is 100 px minus 100 px. I am saving it and refresh the web page. You can see that the gap has been recovered. So in case of transform translate, you can face such type of problem. To eradicate or to solve the problem, a developer should use margin bottom and the value will be the height of this inner div. This is the end of this tutorial. Before ending this tutorial, I am giving you an assignment and you should solve the assignment and send the assignment to me. Okay, here I am opening index 1 page. You can see the assignment. You all should solve the assignment. Okay, this is the assignment. You can see the same type of assignment. You can see here. This is the assignment. This is first div is extreme left. Right. This is second div is extreme right. This is another div portion. Here you can see both the div are adjacent to each other, and here you can see there are 3 divs, and in all cases you can see the distance between the div is similar or same. Okay, so these 3 divs are equidistant. This is the assignment, and as a developer you should solve the assignment and send the solution of the assignment. Okay, thank you. If you like this tutorial, please press the like button. If you have any query regarding this tutorial, please comment me. If you have not subscribed my channel till now, please subscribe my channel and spread the tutorial among your friends and colleagues. Thank you.